morning! Today you might be wondering,
why is Casey wearing a robe?
Other than the fact that I'm extremely lazy and didn't want to get dressed, today I had the tectonic plate shifting idea to read you guys entries from my dream journal. Now, some of the names in here are of peers of mine that either I talk to regularly or we aren't on the best of terms anymore. So I'm going to change the names of everybody in here to just the first letter of their name. So hopefully I won't get attacked. Oh, and yes, my dream journal is actually on my iPad because it's 2018, bitch, and that's how we're doing it. This first one says, at a sketchy water park with whole family, we all have to go down different water slides assigned to the letter of our name, but we all end up going down the green one because it looked the least dangerous. Some boy's mom tried to accuse me of shoving him into a slide, but it wasn't me, it was one of the workers. A bunch of big football players were sponsoring this event, and one of them actually went down the slide. Me, my mom, and dad were laying in the grass in the shade when I looked up and realized there was a butterfly roller coaster right above my head, almost hitting me. It was one of the roller coasters that spin, my least favorite. That's actually true. And I really thought someone was going to puke on my head, so I asked my mom if I could go somewhere else, and she said yes, but make sure my sister was ready first. Then it says, next scene. I'm laying in C's basement on a chair with his cat, and he's on a different chair next to me. It's really late at night, and we're watching a movie. His basement had windows, but it usually doesn't. I asked if his dad would notice if I slept over, and he said I would just have to sneak out the back door in the basement to leave in the morning because he had to go to school. But I didn't remember his basement having a back door. Next, I had to take my brain out of my head to make someone's soup, and I had to put my brain in a Tupperware container-like shelf. My aunt was staying in our house for some reason, but it didn't look like our house. She was sleeping in a bed in the middle of the kitchen. She brought a kitten with her, and while I was trying to look for it, found it and sat down on the small black leather couch with it. She woke up. She said she hadn't been able to sleep all night because my cat Jolie was keeping her up, but Jolie was sleeping peacefully in a dog bed next to / under my kitchen table. I think this one is when I was like actually still asleep and was trying to write down my dream, because this one doesn't quite make any sense at all. It says, my grandpa dumped paint bun gets on my friend and I while we were paddling separate boats, but we were still cold. Moving on. I ran the internet, but the world was going to, so there was only news on the internet, no games or anything. This color guard team was awful and really messed up by rolling up multiple people into flags. My family ordered Pizza Hut and my sister had uncooked meat. That sounds about right. We got kicked out of our own party. Had to go back to junior and senior year of high school, but it was like college. My friend was straight, but then became lesbian, and her ex-girlfriend became psycho. C went there, and we were complete opposites. I accidentally messed up his dad's roommate's college application. There was this book we all made that we weren't supposed to have, but I didn't know, so I told someone and they got pissed, so I ripped the cover off and hid it and said it was the Bible. Then I ran away and played soccer. A bunch of families came over for Easter, including a lot of people I don't know. I was eating chips and popcorn and trying to get orange juice, but we were almost out of it. My sister wanted some too, but it was gone. We went upstairs to the playroom and my sister had stolen the cushions off the couch to sit on, but I wanted to sit on the couch, so I took them back. She spilled a green and red drink on the floor, and her and some other girl used brooms to spread it around, and the whole room was dyed green and red. A girl named M came to talk to me, and I thought she was a different M, but she ended up being someone else from my past. We were outside playing some game that I didn't understand at all. It involved swimming caps. Girls and guys were on opposite teams. We get into 2 lines and they said if you're into conspiracy theories, get into the front. So I did, and apparently I took some girl's spot because she got mad. Then we had to run around and jump around and sing stuff that made no sense. At some point, me and Kay got our caps stuck in the tree because they blew up really big with air. I was able to get mine out, but she couldn't get hers down. I helped hold her feet while she climbed the tree, and I tried to keep her steady. There were little spider-like bugs crawling all over her, and I looked down and they were all over me too. I let go of her and she fell, and I started screaming and trying to get the bugs off of me. My family wants to go to Red Robin, but I can't find the menu in my room, and my dad is getting really mad saying they're going to leave without me. I can't find something to wear, so I put on these gray gym shorts, a pink tank top, and a gray crop top. That outfit looked bad, so I put on jean shorts and a bunch of rings, bracelets, and necklaces that I had gotten in a box earlier. I found the menu, but then I was too tired to leave, so I laid on my floor and I could hear my mom going to the bathroom on the other side of the wall. I was at this giant water park arena / hotel / church, and my 2 sisters and I were walking up the stairs to our room. A passed us, and a group of people with dogs tried to pass us with little dogs, and L stabbed one of the dogs a couple times. Apparently she hurts dogs a lot. We brought the dog to the top of the stairs, and Elle ran to our room to get our mom while I screamed at the top of my lungs for help. This creepy guy was standing a few stairs down just staring at me and laughing. My mom finally ran out with Band-Aids to put on the dog. One of the Band-Aids got stuck under her foot and it was really dry and gross. Working at a pizza place and was in giant basement full of boxes I had to fold. Told the lady at front counter to hold on for a second so I could remember my dream.
That's really weird, actually.
I made weed gum and J and S and I were going to chew it, but we accidentally chewed normal gum. We were in my kitchen and my mom was giving me a lecture about being high, but I wasn't. Accidentally drank lean and N had to help carry me around and stuff until I was sober again. It only lasted like a half hour. B tried to make me marry him because he had to be married to win $100. He signed the contract for me and I was really mad and told him there was no way we would ever get married and go do some odd jobs or sell stuff to get $100. It's not that much money. Then he tried to go up into me and my sister's rooms to find stuff to sell. I was about to have sex with this guy because he had a golden truck, but we went in his room and it was kind of lame and his friend wouldn't leave. So we started to while his friend was sleeping on the bed, but I was on my period and then found out he was gay. I was in jail and had a cut on my toe, and there was other people's blood and germs everywhere, so I had to try and shower without anything touching my cut. Dairy Queen had a Hillary Clinton sign out front. Me, L, G, and T, and some other girlfriends were at my house, and then this huge group of guys tried to rob us, and I asked if we could make a deal, and if we could beat their challenge, they had to leave, and they agreed. So they went downstairs and thought of their challenge while we waited in my parents' room. They made us try and get out of these weird stretchy handcuffs as the challenge. No one else in my group could get out, but then it came to me last, and I was able to get out. So I threw it on the ground and said, "It's our turn." And I ran into my room to hide some money, and I grabbed my purse and ran downstairs with all of my team to come up with our challenge. But I actually was gonna leave. I ran downstairs and Elle was waiting there already in her coat and shoes, and then I went to go find T and G. All right, that's enough. If you liked that, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe, okay? I see you watching my videos. Why you don't subscribe though? Oh, that was cringy. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this a thumbs up, honestly, if you want to hear more, because I have endless dreams. And That's it. Bye.